Espresso is the fundamental ingredient to every coffee beverage we love, so it has to be good. With your Beanz subscription, you're getting incredible coffees with every delivery, and they need to be dialed in to get the best flavors possible. Hello, I'm from Market Lane Coffee, a roastery and retailer born and based in Melbourne, Naarm. Market Lane is a values-led company that is B Corp and carbon neutral certified. We focus on building long-term transparent relationships with coffee producers that care about quality as much as we do. And we offer their exquisite beans every year. Today we're drinking a delicious Brazilian espresso called Marimbus, which is an all-time customer favourite. We'll be dialing it in on the dual boiler and the Baratza 270. Now we've added scales to the workflow to show another way to achieve consistency. Make sure you have the scales ready and the single wall double shot basket in the portafilter. Then we're at the same starting point. Here's what my bar setup looks like from accessories to placement. Pause here if you need a minute to set yourself up for the brew along. At minimum, grab a dry towel. I'm very excited to show you this dial-in workflow using scales. And if you don't have scales, that's okay. These two tools, the tamp and razor, will also get you to a very close 18-gram mark. Marimbus has a lovely rich body with notes of chocolate, hazelnut and apricot. It's versatile and approachable, and it tastes fantastic both with milk and on its own. Happy brewing, everybody. My grind setting is at a 5 and my grind setting is 5C. If your setting is different and you have a different grinder altogether, don't worry, we're using scales. We're going to get there together and I'll show you how to make adjustments a little bit later. Remove the portafilter and dry and wipe it out. I like to start with a super clean portafilter. Alright, set it on the scales and press the tare button to clear out the weight of the portafilter. We only want to weigh what's going into the basket. Insert the portafilter into the grinder forks and press the play button. We'll make a quick pit stop to purge the group head for 2 short seconds to refresh the system. My brew recipe is 18 grams of freshly ground coffee. We are going for 28 to 32 seconds of brew time, and that will yield 36 grams of espresso. It doesn't look like a lot of coffee, but it's 18 grams and I'll prove it. Head back to the scale carefully. Measure what you have in the basket. You may need to adjust and add a little bit more or take away some coffee as we need. And there we have it, 18 grams, just like we wanted. Alright, settle the bed as though you would a cake pan. Grab your tamper, align your wrist and elbow in a straight line as best as you can, and press it into the bed until the bed stops moving or pushes back at you. That looks really good. Give it one more polish tamp. There's no pressure needed on this last one, just a little twist. Now we're going to check our dose. Again, if you don't have scales, I got another way to help you out. Looking at this tamper, there's a little metal line. That tamper's metal line should rest just beneath the rim of your basket. If you have too little, add a little bit more coffee and re-tamp. If you think you have too much, grab the razor tool, head over to your knockbox and shave it across the surface of the bed. If you have the right dose, it should barely touch it and no coffee should come off. Using any of these two tools should get you really close to 18 grams. Now, wipe off the edge of the basket to free it of any coffee grounds. Insert the portafilter into the group head, press the double cup button and grab your cup. You shouldn't see the first drops of espresso until around the 7 to 9 second mark. The machine starts at a low pressure and water is moved through the puck up to a high pressure. This is called pre-infusion. This will result in a slow saturation of the bed and a full extraction of sugars, acids, omegas and lipids that make up a delicious espresso. Marimbus has a lovely rich body with notes of chocolate, hazelnut and apricot. It's versatile and approachable, and it tastes fantastic both with milk and on its own. Did your shot look and taste like mine? The number one goal of adjusting the grind is to either slow down or speed up the flow of water running through the coffee bed. Don't be afraid of this step. We can always adjust it back. If the water flow is too fast, the coffee may taste sour. Adjust the grind a couple of notches finer to slow down the water through the bed. If the flow is too slow, the coffee could taste bitter or roasty. Adjust the grind a couple of notches coarser to speed up the flow of water through the coffee bed. Over time, all these steps will become second nature and you'll go from having good coffee sometimes to great coffee every time. Explore all our curated specialty coffees at beanz.com by Breville.